It's a pretty good competitive field. I mean, there's, looking through the field here, it would not surprise me to see anybody win this thing. Those are all good race cars. And I'm sure we're going to see a whole lot more on Governor's Cup Sunday here in about a month. So here we go, Travis Devendorf, the youngster, alongside former champion, the mad scientist, Steve Barnes. Green flag, ready to fly. As they head down into turn number 1. And Jeff Schofield, watch that black number 87 car. He's going to be tough to beat. Another wild card tonight, because we don't normally see him out here in the Sportsman. Travis Devendorf, the youngster, he gets a wheel on the for the second spot. It's the 87 car of Schofield, puts a donut on Steve Barnes' number 58 car. Top 6 cars all nose to tail right now. Those are probably inside Barnes. Oh, Steve Barnes dirt tracking the 58 car up off the corners, trying to hold off Schofield. And there's your point leader, Timmy Todd. Oh, contact, and here we go. Piling up in turn 4. And honestly, I think everybody did a great job not getting too much damage. So the 58 and the 87 will go to the tail. Schofield to the tail. That'll make these next 22 laps pretty interesting. The 87 of Schofield and the 58 of Steve Barnes called as the cause of the caution. Steve came down pit road anyway, so it won't matter. George Alexander, who had a great run in the heat race, he's come to pit road, and again, everybody did a great job, being all on top of one another and not doing too much damage. Maybe a couple of wrinkled fenders, but it could have been a lot worse. A little bit of a wrinkle there in the hood on a 44 Matthew Green, but he's good.
Okay, let's go to the tail, please.
All right, so the word from the spotters is 87's not tapping. His hand out the window. I saw the hand out the window, but no motion, so confirmed from his spotters. So 58 and 87 to the tail. We'll revert back to the old story, but there is a tap-out rule, so we had to be observant of that just in case. But 87 just right with his hand out the window, getting some AC.
60 in front of the 13.
So Barnes to the back. Now, he came down pit road but didn't stop, so... But from their spotter, from the 87 spotter, just to clear this all up, they were not tapping. So the hand out the window as he rides, but that was not an attempt to tap out.
60.
So the lights are down on the pace car. Here we go. Green flag is ready to fly. Green flag. Devendorf on the outside, going to break away with the race lead. Travis Devendorf in the 7 car. He's got the lead. The battle's on for second. A little bit of damage in that stack up. And now Jeff Schofield, just like that, back up in the 4th spot. Steve Barnes in the back of the 63, George Alexander. Steve Barnes trying to get by that 63 car as Devendorf stretching out the lead. Schofield's made his way back up to 4th, but he's got some work to do here. This time number 4 was headed towards the inside wall, gathers it back up. And that about sums up his entire year right there. Matt Green put the pressure on our rookie champion. Here comes Green to the bottom. Matthew Green making a big power move here through 1 and 2. Green wants to try to get back into this. the 44 and the 7 car, I will remind you. Schofield in the 87, trying to take a spot away from the point leader. Schofield now up to third. A.J. Moyer hanging on to fifth as he has company from George Alexander. Now the field getting spread out all the way around the speedway. Travis Deppendorf this time by, going to lead us to 10 laps complete, 15 to go. Matthew Green. Inside of Moyer, they almost make contact in turn number 1. The black and white car is there as they battle for fifth. Alexander having a good run here tonight. This time by. Cross flags for Travis Deppendorf, but this race is really just brewing now. 44, Matt Green. Another 21 Reeves got a piece of all that time on 4. Look at the lead. 2 car lengths now between the 7 and the 44. 13. Twin 25s last time we were out here, and I'm sure Matthew Green's like Jimmy Spencer. He don't forget. It's just a 14, but how much more? And Matt Green, that just gets him all worked up. Deppendorf in the 7, the yellow car on the outside. Plenty of room. Deppendorf rides the outside. Matt Green on the bottom, his car dancing up the track. Matt Green now in position. Now Deppendorf has to reboot. Charging into the corner, backs out of it, and now Matt Green going to try to pull away. Matt Green with clean air. Racetrack pulling away from Deppendorf. Jeff Schofield sitting back there in third. He wanted those guys to race a little bit more. Laps to go for Matt Green. As I say that, Matthew Green pulling away from the second track. Jeff Schofield goes in on the top 2. 7. This is the first time we've seen that 87 car out here since. Leaders may catch the time. That could mix it up just a bit. The laps quickly. 2 seconds complete, just 3 to go. Green caught him on the straightaway. Not going to be any issues. 2 laps to go this time for the 44. 2 laps to go. Jeff Schofield trying to close in on the 7th Devon Road, but he may be out of time. Ready to fly, Matt Green. Final time through 1 and 2. Lap traffic not going to be an issue, and once again, Matthew Green. Jeff Schofield is Timmy Todd in 4th, and a nice top 5 run. And with that 4th place effort tonight, car number 25, Timmy Todd will be Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for your race winner, car number 44, Matthew Green. Congratulations, man. I mean, Matthew, I'm sorry. Got to make sure you get that right.
Oh, she gives me all the time.
Oh, I know. We talked earlier. So Matthew Green gets the big win tonight, and he had to race that 7 car pretty hard. And going back a couple of weeks ago, things got interesting on lap 1. I'm sure that was in your mind. And then he raced you hard in those laps, but still, nice clean day despite the damage on the rear.
Yeah, after the way it looked 2 weeks ago, I like that. I'll take it home any day of the week. But, it just shows what kind of car we had 2 weeks ago for the double features if we wouldn't have got junked on lap 1. But it seems like it's a trend with him every year. So I raced him how he races me, and we put the garage show on there with a couple laps to go. I was worried he's going to get back to me, but this car was on rails tonight. I got to thank my dad, my mom, Ricky Woods. This thing, y'all saw how this thing left 2 weeks ago. In 3 days, he ain't looking brand new again. I don't know how he does it, but he's amazing. My brother, all these guys bust their ass. And EJ with American Auto, the tire guy, man, he's got the best tires we can get here in a long time since he started. And I want to donate this race to my girlfriend's uncle who passed away 2 races ago we won. And my brother's grandmother is not doing good right now, so if everybody can say pray for her, I appreciate it.
Oh, Matthew, if it wasn't for you missing 1 race in the middle of the year due to a non-track injury, you and Timmy Todd would have had a great battle for the championship, but I think you ended up getting 2nd. You got a ton of wins this year. You've had a fast race car from the drop of the green flag this year, so even though you didn't get the championship, all in all, still a good season for you.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. That man right there is 60 years old and works 12-hour shifts, and every day I come home from work, he's busting his butt to get this car where it is today, and if it wasn't for him, I'd never be able to do it. I got to thank him and Ricky Woods for all the knowledge they gave me. I got to thank Bruns General Contractors, Joe all the way from the Florida Gators game, which thank God we won finally to watch us tonight. And I couldn't do it without all these guys. B&L, Race Car Solutions, all of them, they were what make it possible, and especially the fans come out for us to put on a show for them.
Matthew, congratulations on a big win to close out the season. Let's hear it one more time for Matthew Green in the 44. Travis Devendorf has had another incredible season. Got off to a rough start like with Matthew. You got wrecked earlier in the year, brought it back, and ever since you brought this car back, it's been fast. You got wins right up there in the points. So what do you think? Was it a good year for you?
I think it was a pretty good year. I grabbed my first win of my entire career, so nothing can really be more special than that. I topped it off with another win the week after that, and you really can't complain about a season like that. We were consistently up here, top 3s, top 5s. It really was a great season overall, and it is a little bit unfortunate. I would have loved to take home a win tonight, but Matthew did have the faster car. I'm sure all the fans could see that. He got us tonight. I wish it had ended a little bit cleaner. I think Matthew absolutely could have gone by me in a little bit cleaner of a way. But you know what? It's the end of the year. It's the end of the season. I think we really had a good one. I don't have a lot of complaints, and I just have a lot of people to thank tonight.
Well, you two have a little bit of a history, like I was talking to him dating back to a couple of weeks ago, and you guys race each other hard, and it seems like neither one of you are happy with each other, but you each bring the car home in one piece, and after what happened to you earlier this year, I'm sure you'll take that.
Yeah, we did. We both brought our cars home tonight, and that's the first thing you really look forward to is bringing home a complete race car that you can work on and bring back even better next time. So, that's another success. It's another good thing to look forward to. And I owe Matt an apology for what happened a couple weeks ago. You know what? I did not mean to do that. That was obviously not an intentional move on the first lap of a race. I lost control of my car. I was loose. I didn't have those rears warmed up, and it was into the wall with the car on the outside. It happened to be him. He absolutely didn't deserve that. So I do understand, where that frustration comes from, and I hope that can be resolved in the future.
Well, you're going to have that when you race side by side with some of the best out here week in and week out. And you said you had a lot of people to thank for the efforts this season. Who are those people?
I got to start with my father. My dad's been coming here since the second year this place opened, and so I know for nobody but him, this is just a dream come true. For myself, of course, as well, but really, my dad has been coming here forever, and so to see us standing on the front stretch here, whether we're first, second, or third, I know it just makes his heart happy. So we're going to start there, and then, of course, my crew chief and friend, Mike Tomez, all the crew that showed up tonight. We had Debbie, we had Bobby, we had Nick. We had a great crew tonight, and of course my father up in the spotting stand keeping everything clear on the nose. Back at the shop, I've had a lot of help from Walter Fannin. We had, of course, the rebuild in North Carolina that we, still wouldn't have been the same from earlier this year. So Robbie McLeod and his brother Bill, and rest in peace, Gerald Williams. This one's for you. I wish it would have been a win, but Gerald Williams, designer of so many important pieces of this car, unfortunately passed away just a couple months ago due to COVID complications. So sad to see him go. He had a big hand in putting this car back together at the start of the year.
Travis, congratulations on a good run tonight and a great season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Travis Devendorf in car number 7. And now we'll head over and we'll talk to our champion. He survived. He was about the only guy that survived this season. It was a rough and tumble season for a lot of guys, and Timmy came out here every single week, got some battle wounds on this thing. And you had a great season to come home a champion.
Yeah, we weren't planning on running for a championship this year, and it's just all the cards fell out, and Beckner's like, he didn't want to run a full season. He came up to me, he's like, if you want it, I'm going to start staying home and going gambling. It's what he wanted to do. So I'm like, well, I'll stay committed to it, and that's what I did. It's just more of a commitment than anything to win these things, and we had all top 5 finish this year, step 1, where we got wrecked one night, and after the race in July where we led every lap there was, and we got stuffed, and it hurt us a little bit, and ever since then, it's like if we're going to end up winning the championship, we're going to have to step up the game and just be consistent. Don't worry about the wins, just consistency, and we'll be okay. And it seemed like it played out, last week, or the last two weeks ago when we had double futures. That was going to be a tough one. We had to survive both of them. And, we got through the first one, we're all happy, then we had to go through the second one. And it was a rough night, but we're blessed enough and happy enough that we got 2 top 3s out of the ordeal, and that helped out a lot. And our goal here tonight was to lay back and just finish the night in one piece and enjoy it. And like I said, we still ran with them not bad on 100-lap old tires on there. We didn't even bolt no tires or nothing on it, and it's still the tires from the 50-lapper we had, so.
And I'm telling you, if you guys put this kind of effort into next season, or maybe even Governor's Cup, I think you can still get that win. That's the only thing that eluded you. You did have that one night. I thought for sure you're going to win it, but this has got to help make up for it. This championship, you can't take it away from the books. We have people win out here all the time. People forget who wins certain races. No one will forget that you're a champion.
Yeah, no, that's everybody's going for a championship every year. That's what they want. But like I said, it's now we go back to actually racing since this night's over with. Now we actually go out and adjust and make better calls and do what we're doing and be more aggressive. But I think we need to take a little break because it's only a 2-car person that works on these cars. We run ragged every week in, week out. Me and my dad, it's just us, no help. Man, it's like a second job. It's never a break.
Oh, yeah, it's exhausting. It's a long season in the hot Florida sun, but you did it, man. Congratulations. Anybody else you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank my sponsors, Todd Brothers Landscaping, Quality Automotive, Earl Beckner, and Captain Frank Trucking, and all the people that's been here to support, my girlfriend Kaylin, my son Red, my dad. We've been at it since day one, since the season started, and we've been nonstop, and like I said, it's exhausting, and we almost lost it 2 weeks ago when that race came up because they changed the date from our original date, and I was in Key West on vacation. So I took the 6-hour drive to come here just to race that weekend, and I had to let everything go back there and just to come race, just to finish the ordeal.
It's never easy to win a championship, but you did it, man. Timmy Todd, our champion in the Sportsman division for 2021.